What is going on, Swoopers? Welcome back to another episode of Swoop. In this episode, we'll be previewing the game against Adelaide. Let's get into it. Before we do jump straight into it, my merch. Oh my god, I just got the package from the Carlton draft. I got this real cool big logo t-shirt. I got a couple more here as well. This one is small logo on the front, big logo on the back. We've got the jumper right here, and it is sick. It is dope. I love it. And this is just a better look at the logo on the front. So you can get all of these from the Carlton draft. Links are down below. My own hats, they get delivered to me tomorrow. So Friday, I'll have them. There's been a bunch of people that have ordered them, so I'll send those out. And if you haven't ordered them, links are down below, swoopluke.com. They're a very limited run, so get in while you can. But now, let's jump into this preview. So the Pies take on Adelaide in Adelaide, Saturday afternoon, 1:45. It is one of those games where it could go either way. We know what happened against the Kangaroos. We were just absolutely just demolished and not playing our game plan for the first three quarters. We come out and we win that game. Same with Gold Coast up there. Adelaide is an interesting prospect. They haven't had a good season. They lost to Hawthorn the week before. I'll talk a little bit about that later. But it is one of those danger games. Like I said previously, every single game coming in is a danger game. Can we make it 8 straight wins, or is this going to be that game that breaks the camel's back? We've had a lot of close wins. Or was it 7 under 11 points or something like that? Looked like we were going to lose last week, and then the boys come out firing in that last quarter. My heart can't take any more. It's going to be one of those games where we're either going to win by a decent-ish margin, maybe 30 plus points, or we are probably going to lose, and that's just the reality of it. You can't maintain, in my opinion anyway, you can't maintain winning by little, because like what happened against the Kangaroos, something is just going to pop and the flood waters are going to break the dam. So last week, like I mentioned, Adelaide went down to Hawthorn by I think it was 30 or 40 something points. But Adelaide are very, very good pressure side. They're number 1 in tackles in the AFL at the moment. But, they couldn't apply that sort of pressure to Hawthorn besides the third quarter where they kept Hawthorn goalless. They just didn't. They let Hawthorn play the way that the Hawthorn were pretty much playing against us. So that quick footy, they couldn't really stop it. But Adelaide still won the centre clearances. They lost the inside 50 count, but it's those centre clearances that scare me the most. So we know that Hawthorn and Adelaide are kind of still learning. Hawthorn's got the new coach, blah, 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 blah. Adelaide's still a pretty young team, thereabouts. And we know we're pretty horrific at centre clearances. And now with no Tay Adams, still no Grundy, the centre clearance work is going to be one of the main focal points. Craig McRae came out and said it in his presser. They've got Keys, they've got Laird, they've got a lot of good players in that middle who are just going to propel them forward in the centre line. We saw what happened with the Kangaroos. They were breaking the centre clearances, going straight in. We've seen Carlton do it. We've seen the Gold Coast Suns did it as well. So we know we're probably going to lose our centre clearances, but it's about getting that ball back and not letting them get first hands to it going inside 50. Because, look, they can win the centre clearance, and then if we, tackle them or apply pressure, make them go wide or whatever, that's kind of like a win. But if they win the centre clearance, get a good run at it, go forward, it gives their forwards the best opportunity, and our defenders are left on their toes. We saw that a lot against the Kangaroos, without Darcy Moore, albeit, but getting out of the clearance, straight out, Larky gets the ball, or whoever it may be gets the ball. Just have to tighten up on those centre clearances because, like I said, we're just horrific at them, and everyone will tell you that we're horrific at them. We just got to put things in place where we know we're going to lose the centre clearance or thereabouts, and we just got to nullify that in sort of influence in the game. I just mentioned that Darcy Moore was out last week. He comes back this week. No Isaac Quaynor as well for the Pies, so we kind of lose that run off the half-back line. So you probably won't see Jack Crisp in the middle and as much as we usually do, because obviously we're losing Isaac Quaynor. But Darcy Moore, Isaac Quaynor is probably a straight swap. Nathan Murphy, Jeremy Howe, and Darcy Moore down back. The back line seems a little bit more sound than it would, last week without Darcy Moore. You don't see, Larky wouldn't probably kick, 5 or something? Probably doesn't kick that if Darcy Moore's playing. So I'm obviously recording this before teams come out. So far, based on last week's team, Fogarty, Phil Thorpe, and what's his name, Taylor Walker, all in the forline, all big guys. So Darcy Moore has to play, even if he's maybe at 90-95% fitness. He has to play, especially with no IQ either. Jeremy Howe just can't play one-on-one. You need that Darcy Moore intercepting ability there. And, Nathan Murphy is just trying his heart out, and we love him for it. Definitely, if Darcy Moore doesn't play, we probably don't go on and win this game. But, oh my God, Ash Johnson debuts. Are you kidding me? We've been waiting for this for so goddamn long. It was just reported. We've been waiting for this for so goddamn long, and I love the way Johnson goes about it. 193 centimeters. Can take a great leap in the air, take a good mark, good set shot. He's kicked, I think, 10 or so goals in the VFL. Has been harbored by a lot of injuries. That hamstring last year, I think it was his hand as well. Remember that time we were going through a lot of hand and finger injuries? I think he was a part of it. But yeah, did his hamstring this year, on the verge of a AFL debut when he kicked 4 goals against Geelong's VFL side. So he gets a debut finally. I think this means that Jamie Elliott plays a little bit more in the middle, obviously with no De Goey still as well. Carmichael probably does get another run at it. So Jamie Elliott into the middle. Ash Johnson kind of takes his spot. But then who do you put as a medi sub? I would think maybe Trey Rusco as the medical sub. I know, but Luke, Trey Rusco in the back line for Quaynor and stuff. I think you would put Trey into the sub role. Like I said, Adelaide are a great pressure side, and especially at Adelaide's home ground, at Adelaide Oval, it is going to be hard for us to play our brand of football. But we saw Hawthorn carve Adelaide up when they were playing that fast, quick, possession-type football, and that's what we need to do. We need to stick to our game plan. I have a feeling that last week we came in thinking, this is going to be a win. We're going to win this game really easy. Here's 100 points. And then the Kangaroos just hit us hard, and you kind of take a step back. We can't go into this game thinking that we're going to win because we have a rough patch coming up. We got Adelaide, a resurgent Essendon, Port Adelaide who are trying to make finals, Melbourne, Sydney, Carlton, or Sydney, Melbourne, Carlton. So we've got a rough 6 or 7 games coming up. You want to bank wins now against Adelaide, against Essendon, and against Port, so you can drop 1 or 2 games towards the tail end of the year and solidify your spot in the top 8. But like I said, anything over 6 wins that we got last season and this exciting play, as long as we keep seeing this excitement, this fight, anything is a bonus. If we make finals, if we lose our next 7 games or whatever, everything from here is a bonus, and I just love the progression. But I do think Collingwood are going to win. I think we're going to win by 35 points. I think we're going to kind of put our foot down and blow Adelaide out of the water at home, or at their home. And I think Ash Johnson kicks 2 or 3 goals on debut. But, guys, this has just been my super quick preview on the game. As always, love to know your thoughts down below. Grab some merch if you can. All your support has been absolutely phenomenal. I absolutely love you all. But until then, like, comment, subscribe, tell your family, tell your friends, tell your pets, and until next time, double checkers. I'll swoop you later.